The immortal Regian Eersel stripped of his lightweight kickboxing title. We're reacting to all the drama from the One Championship Fight Night 30 weigh-in show, this time on Fighting with Friends. Welcome back to Fighting with Friends, the undisputed African fight podcast champion of the world. Regian Eersel has lost his lightweight kickboxing title on the scale, and reacting to the news with me today, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning defending undisputed figure champion of the world. I'm going to show you why he is our chief analyst today, bringing you up-to-date information on the story, ladies and gentlemen. It is, in fact, Brother Gaia.
What's happening? Why are you laughing?
Because you're hyped there.
I am. I'm very hyped. I'm a bit gutted for the latest news, but I actually am hyped for the fight card, regardless of this unfortunate news. But yeah, you said it on top there, on top of the episode. As you can see on screen, ladies and gentlemen, the weight unfortunate miss for Regian Eersel really made me sad. And I watched it live, and I was like, "Oh, this is just not doing. It's not going well. It's just getting worse for him." But actually, let's start with him, AD. We can always end off with the other athletes. But Regian Eersel obviously fighting Alexis Nicolas in the rematch, the trilogy for this weekend in the weigh-ins that took place earlier today. Um, Alexis Nicolas actually made weight in hydration on his first attempt. Regian Eersel unfortunately failed hydration and weight in 3 attempts. And when we got to the second and third attempt, he actually started gaining weight. He actually started going up by a pound. And I thought, whoa, this is actually not what we wanted here. The dude looked ultimately gutted. And the result of that meant that he got stripped of his title, his lightweight kickboxing title. But like I said, the fight's still going on, which is exciting, which is what I want to see. It does make it a little bit what's the word? Tainted. If that makes sense. Because now if Alexis Nicolas wins the fight, it could be 2-1, but then they know that okay, it was an overweight or missed hydration athlete in Regian Eersel. However, even if he did make weight, I still believe that if Alexis Nicolas had to win the fight, I would have meant that they would have gone again because they're just that competitive, and they both won fight of the year last year. So yeah, sad news for Regian Eersel, great news for Alexis Nicolas. But I just think that because of this result now of the weight loss, it means that they're gonna have to run it back. They're gonna have to run it back just to make it a fair win or lose for either athlete. And I think both of them are still fairly young. I think Regian Eersel is 32. And Alexis Nicolas is only 29, so I think these guys can still go. They can still go for another 5 years. And I think if they stay the way they are, they're going to be the pinnacle of that division. Look, Regian Eersel still has another title, and I know that he did say in the interview building up to this event that he actually would have preferred to defend his Muay Thai title. He wanted to go back to Muay Thai. He's been fighting kickboxing quite frequently now, and he's like, I want to go back to Muay Thai, and he's the Muay Thai lightweight champion there. So, yeah, dude, I think Regian Eersel still has a lot going for him. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he didn't make it because it's the first time this happened to him in his career. I think we have footage here to show it to the audiences out there. If you can maybe hear this, let me know.
0, 2,
Yeah.
1.
Oh, you can see the disgust by the organizers. Look, this guy. I think he's one of the owners or part owners of One Championship, if I'm not mistaken. And you can see that disgust because this was the third attempt for Regian Eersel. And this gentleman, I forget his name, he didn't even make the announcement of what the hydration test was, that hydration result was of the third attempt. He just walked away and shook his head. You could see it. He didn't even announce it. Look at it. So normally what he does is he will say what the hydration test result is, and then say, okay, now we're going to weigh the athlete. This was the third time this happened, and he didn't even say what the numbers were, which indicated to me he was like, what the hell? He also misses weight on this third attempt. This is when they made the announcement that he actually gained weight in trying to pass weight in hydration.
70.5.
Yeah, so he goes up a pound there, if we didn't hear it. Anyway, even Nick Atkin, thank you to Nick Atkin, announces it for us here. He's also now half a pound over. So yeah, dude, sad news for Regian Eersel. sad news for the fight card, if I'm being honest, because that was actually the fight. I know you were looking forward to the main event for the heavyweight Muay Thai, but I was actually looking forward to this fight because I'm a big fan of the Immortal, big fan. But yeah, he didn't make it, so let's look forward to see what happens next. I think he should actually they should run this fight back immediately after the result after this
Yeah.
weekend. They should run the fight back again. And then on also other news for the weigh-ins and hydration, Macarena Aragon, she failed hydration on her first attempt, and she missed weights. Excuse me. And then the second attempt, which came at the end, almost at the end of the window for you to test and do your weigh-ins, she failed again hydration and her weight, which then meant that the fight against Jihin Radzuan is now going to be a catchweight bout. Unfortunately, not going to be a ranked matchup anymore. And then the other fighter that didn't make weight was Moucine Chafi. He failed hydration and failed weight. If I'm not mistaken, he's up against also a good fighter on this fight card.
Jarvis.
But yes, Jarvis made weight nice and easy. He was the second guy to go up and make the weight, and he did it nice and easy. So that fight's going to be now at catchweight, unfortunately. But I think Jarvis was going to beat him regardless of what Muhsin was going to do. To be honest with you. But excited for the rest of the card because everyone else made weight in addition quite easily. They all did it on their first attempt. And I think that's fantastic for us to see. But yeah, just gutted for that co-main event, man. Just really gutted.
Yeah, fair comment, PG. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a symptom of a bigger problem now. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
how many more champions are we gonna see lose their belts on the scale, bro? I
That's
mean,
true. We got
we've seen two already this year. If the
three:
women serves three, yeah,
Rotang, Super League, and now this one, Regian Eersel.
exactly. So you know what I mean. The one championship really needs to look at this whole hydration clause, and
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know exactly. I don't know the reasoning behind it or the science or what they're trying to achieve with the hydration clause. Probably worth looking into. BG, I'm
Mm.
not sure if you can offer any insight there, or maybe we can
Um,
ask the audience.
Yeah, I think we should ask the audience, and because it's based on my research and why they do it that way, it's to be extra precautions that no athlete is caught, cheating. So it's like you have to
Yeah.
go through both. But for me, it's kind of counterproductive because you need to deplete yourself of water to cut that weight and to make that
Mm,
weight cut. So if I'm given a hydration test on the day of weighing, you're probably not going to get anything. My urine's going to give you just a normal urine sample or blood sample. You're going to recognize that my water retention is going to be at the very minimal at that time. So it's kind of counterproductive for me. And I
mm,
see a lot of guys in the comments of that post on Twitter for that Regian Eersel post. A lot of people are saying they need to stop this. They need to actually forego the hydration test because you're not going to get a clear cut hydration a sample when they actually depleted their body of electrolytes and water to make the weight.
mm,
So you need to forego one of it. You need to forego. I personally need to forego the hydration test. Let the athletes cut the weight. If they cut the weight, they made it. There we go. Test
mm,
for other enhancement supplements prior to the weight cut or prior to the weigh-in. So maybe a week before the weigh-in, do a drug test on the athletes. But on weigh-ins, it's weigh-ins only. Because then you're actually
mm.
going to get a lot of fights made. They're actually going to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get to see some sanctioned bouts and not just athletes losing their titles on on the scale. That's a bit embarrassing if you ask me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna have to forego that for the future of the championships, so we can actually get these fights happening.
Fair play, BG, and yeah, I echo your sentiments exactly there. The scale does seem to be the boogeyman of the
Undefeated champ,
divisions these days, bruh. It's beating all the
undefeated champ,
champions.
bro.
Yeah, undefeated. Scales undefeated in the one championship by the looks of it. But ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any thoughts, drop us a comment. We're very interested to hear those. And as always, if you have made this far, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, watch the podcast every day. Joe Rogan. But we're gonna wrap it up there, PG. So thank you all once again for the love and support. Just a reminder that we will be live this Saturday for One
Yes,
Fight
sir.
Night 30 taking place this Saturday, 5th of April, 2 a.m. South African time from the legendary Lupini Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand. We hope to see you on our live stream on Saturday, April 5th. No, I'm joking. But anyway, thank you, everybody. We're going to see you on the live stream April Fool joke. Bye bye, everybody.